Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we will be spotlighting Poker Night 2, the sequel to a game called Poker Night at the Inventory. And instead of doing two spotlights like I did for the previous version of this game, I decided to play this game pretty much to my satisfaction, almost all the way through, and then record a spotlight so I can speak better and more informed about it. So first of all, we have this weird monkey that I think is from the Sam and Max series on the left, and he's just there to be weird. There are several series that have been intertwined, most of them from the Telltale games, and they are going to be the people you're playing poker against today. So let's hop into it and start a new tournament. Nope. Okay. New game. Now, first thing that is a major improvement, and even though it didn't really show me this at the very beginning, it pushed me directly into Texas Hold'em. You can play Omaha, and that's what we're gonna do today. But first, let's see the intro, because it's worth seeing once.
Good luck, human.
Good game. Let's do it again sometime. Oh, hey, it's you. Alright. Come on, I'll lead you in. Name's Samson. Brock Samson. This friggin' place is like a maze.
Ah, Mr. Samson, I'd lost track of you for a moment. And you've brought the player! Splendid! On behalf of everyone at the inventory, I cannot begin to express our unbridled elation to see you return for another night of high-stakes poker.
Yeah. Speaking of high stakes, things may have gotten stabby over in the Mumbly Peg room.
Mr. Samson, I once again remind you that the inventory is not your personal abattoir.
Yeah, send the cleaning bill to Venture Industries.
That's what you said the last time. As always, I am Commodore Reginald Van Winslow, retired, and I will be your host for tonight's perilous voyage on the seas of chance.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Reggie, these new chairs are great. It's like my keister is being held aloft by the wings of tiny velvet angels.
Let me try, Sam.
I'm afraid there's no room at the table for your +1, Sam.
That's okay. Max will make his own fun.
Come out with your arms akimbo, Mendoza!
So when do we get this clam bake on the road?
In a few minutes. We're still waiting for...
Hello.
Hello, future losers!
our remaining contestants.
But seriously, whose HDMI port do I have to kiss to get a drink around here? Ooh, I really love what you've done with the place. Very, Boardwalk Empire meets Silence of the Lambs.
As I was saying, your
Can we get going? Steve and I have a tea time at Spyglass.
I suppose we should. I'd hoped our final contestant would be here by now, but it appears that we'll be one short tonight.
Deal me in.
If you'll all be so kind as to ante up.
Are you ready to lose? You should be.
So, with that intro, you can definitely tell this is not your standard poker game.
That's right.
In fact, on the fact of the poker, I've even noticed a few bugs in the actual poker play of it. It's good enough to play, but I wouldn't have this as my primary game for multiple reasons. If I was a poker aficionado and wanted to play for hours and hours ago. The point of this is for this to be an introductory style poker game with some very interesting table conversation that's going to go on with these characters from video games and cartoons. And the dealer is
hey, slowpoke.
GLaDOS.
Crap or get off the pot.
He's yelling at me because I'm not moving. Here we will check.
Yeah, I'll bet.
GLaDOS is the dealer. You're trying to beat each of these things.
Nope.
You start with $20,000 instead of $10,000, which really doesn't change much in the game, but it probably is a good improvement. We're right now playing Omaha style poker, which means I have to take my pick of 2 of these cards and 3 of these cards to make my best hand. So right now I would have the king and the ace, this king and this queen and this 10. I cannot take the jack because the king and the ace make a better hand.
Way to go out on a limb there, Captain Courageous.
They'll comment on your play. They'll start storyline conversations too.
Really?
And it's the storyline conversations that they've really put into this. Let's go ahead and fold just to stay in this game. But first I want to show a new feature. You can order drinks to get them a little bit tipsy and see their tells a little bit better. You spend 5 tokens per player. I have a lot of tokens now, so that isn't an amount that makes any difference. There's a cheat sheet right here if you need to figure out the list of poker hands. You have high card, 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 of a kind, straight, flush, full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush, and royal flush, which in the first game there was an achievement for getting a straight flush, and that's about 1 in 120,000 odds. So that's a lot of poker playing you would have to play to get that achievement. Fortunately, they fixed...
Selfie, any chance you could make a choice before my butt cheeks fall asleep?
Rock steals the pot.
For the record, that was a bluff.
So you have Mad Moxie here from Borderlands serving as bartender. One bug, it's not a bug, but a problem is that you have to click here to deal the next hand instead of just having it automatically deal. In real poker and most poker games,
I got a question.
It just automatically deals.
I hate riddles. And clowns.
Are you some sort of super evolved dog?
You sometimes get stuck in the conversations though, and you can't call your actions beforehand. Normally you can just fold. You can fold it in the head of these people.
Duh, you're a doof, Sam.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Raise.
And that is the first time I've ever even heard him say that. There seems to be, like, storylines will unlock,
look in your
and
eyes
it seems
says I've
more
got you
progressive
by the
than the
balls.
first time. In the first game, they would repeat the same stories over and over again. In less than like 12 hours, I had heard the same stories 6, 7, 8 times. This time, I hear the same stories every now and then, but it's nowhere near as bad. Also, the characters who had a picture on the wall as we were walking in the first game were, in my personal opinion, way less interesting. They did not catch my attention. I did not like their style of speech. I did not like the stories
if you're
they
gonna make
tell.
it this easy.
I really kind of, I do like, I won't say I love, but I do like these characters.
Not sure whether this hand's getting interesting or stupid.
I think they're more
Check.
interesting characters they chose, and that their stories were better written by far.
Mr. Samson has 2 pair, and you have 2 pair. The player wins with the higher pairs.
What's this emotion I'm feeling? It's like I wish I had those cards, but I also hate you for having them.
That's envy, you emotionally stunted rhomboid.
That is GLaDOS.
And now I'm learning arousal.
Lucky bastard.
So, I'm not gonna play through a whole tournament. All of the achievements, except for one,
Think.
are centered around unlocking
If I was the
things.
kind of guy who
So
used
let's
words-
show the unlocks. Just press escape. Here's the unlocks. We have 5 sets of chips, decks, and felt, which is the tabletop. So the Borderlands here, we click this, and we changed the Borderland decks, Borderland chips, Borderland felts. Now the chips are kind of stupid because you never have a top-down view of the chips, so it's not something you'd really look at that much. And you unlocked those with tokens. You got 100 tokens for every tournament you won. I think you got 50 if you made it in 2nd place, and 10 if you made it in 3rd place. Something like that. There was also a bounty system where it would give you 3 quests you would try to do, and when you did 3 quests, you would be able to win a special item from each of the characters. So this banjo is from Max, Sam, from Sam and Max. This is the orb from the Venture Brothers series. This is the Necronomicon from the Army of Darkness series, and this is an award that Borderlands won from Claptrap. And then after you did all of those 4 things, this was the last one that the dealer gave you from Portal series. It's a Paranoia Core, which is kind of fun. Now the only achievement related to actually playing the poker that much and being good at it is there is one achievement that says have a total balance of $1 million. As you can see, I am at negative $620,000. I am not a good poker player. Don't send me off with your life savings to Vegas. I am closer to being at negative $1 million. But I've won 13 tournaments and I've knocked out 79 players. And that was more than enough to get all the unlocks and satisfy me in a lot of ways, in every ways. When we go over to the options, there's some oddness on the options as the sequel, because the sequel, the original Poker Night at the Inventory allowed you to either step up or decrease the amount they talked. That's not here. So but it still works a lot better. The only way you could get them so they'd stop talking altogether is just turn the voice all the way down. And that's what I did. That was true in the first game, even though there was a separate option to supposedly get them to stop
This is
talking.
the kind of moment I'd use it.
They
Since you're not
definitely...
that kind of guy, what word are you gonna use?
Boned?
So I changed all three things: the chips, the
Trying to
felt,
read my
and
face
the
for
deck
tells, huh? Well,
to
good luck
the
with
Borderlands.
that. I've taken so many blows to the head that the muscles in
set.
my face twitch
And
for no
because of
damn
that,
reason at all. See?
When you change all three to a matching set, it changes the design of the area in the back, and it put a different outfit on Claptrap here from Borderlands.
He's gotta be bluffing, right?
Doll here is a company from
Right,
Borderlands.
Doll.
And so
Not this time.
that's pretty cool. It's a pretty standard thing in games to have different deck sets.
What's better?
None of the decks are terrible.
Oh no!
They're all
How am I
easy
gonna
enough
call
to
a
read.
big bad bet like that?
The chips
Oh, I know. With
are
these.
fine. The felts are fine. A lot of the ones in the first game were impossible to read. So they made some major improvements. They also improved on when these people say check, call, and fold. It's never a super long statement. Most of the time it's like real poker
check.
players. Just check.
I'll check that.
Check.
I'll bet.
They almost approach a story in this.
All in.
Well, there are several stories in it, but there's like they ask why you as the player were invited to play this game.
Yep. That's a tough decision, all right.
And let's see, I don't think I have anything at all, so I'm just gonna fold.
Sure, why not?
So we stay in the game. I don't
Ash
want to
wins
lose.
with the high straight.
So let's go back now and change to the second set. I want to show every single set here. It does a little bit different of an intro the first time you match all three, but it's not terribly different. So this is the Sam and Max 25th anniversary design. And I think he might be wearing a different hat now. Yeah, he's wearing a suit and a hat that's different. The cards here are much bigger, and they've really improved in everything that I had something wrong with the first game. It's a pretty good improvement.
I'll call that.
Wait a minute, this is getting complicated. I raise.
So, Claptrap here has his little sippy cup in here.
Call, fold. It's all the same
call.
to me.
Damn, G! Look at all that cheddar.
Let's
Call.
keep playing with the unlocks, and then we'll focus on the game. I really do. It's a really amazing improvement.
That.
So this one, this deck is kind of hard to read, but it's big enough. It's definitely big enough to see. Brock is wearing different clothes now.
Trying to read my face for tells, huh? Well, good luck with that. I've taken so many blows to the head that the muscles in my face twitch for no damn reason at all. See?
Repetitive. It's still pretty repetitive, but it's nowhere near as annoying or as boring as, annoying is the right word. It was never boring in the first game. And so this is the Venture Brothers layout. Let's go ahead and work through the other two. I definitely recommend playing this. So now this is the Army of Darkness. I think Telltale Game was going to make an Army of Darkness series. I don't know if they ever did, or if they're still working on it, because I haven't seen it. I haven't heard about it, but they definitely were thinking about it because they've got the animation here already. Do I go all in, or do I call and go all in?
Whoa.
This is
Great
kind of
day
a
in the
deck that's
morning.
hard to read, but not too bad.
And I'm out.
Because this is a spade, and this is a club, and it's hard to tell. This is a diamond, this is a heart.
Freaking kidding me?
You get the percentages of your odds of winning. I'm at 4%, so I'm about to lose. Now it's at 100%, so he has no chance of. I have no chance of winning.
Yeah.
The player has 2 pair. Ashley has a flush. Brock has 2 pair. On the side pot, Ash wins the hand.
Looks like the old Williams curse is going the way of the dodo.
His name is Ashley Williams, and they make a lot
And
of
on
fun
the
of
name
that.
pot, Mr. Williams wins the pot. The player has busted out and must leave the table before everyone starts laughing.
You can't leave now. If you're gone, who'll regale me with tales of their epic battles with hygiene and interpersonal relationships?
Yeah, so they make fun of the fact that you, you don't talk. Let's see, so return the game, and then we'll play Texas Hold'em this time, which is a more familiar game.
As always, the tournament buy-in is $20,000.
You can right-click to skip this scene, and possibly some other scenes, but you can't skip most things. That might be helpful if you could skip more. And then the last unlock, which did cost a lot of tokens, it costs like 20 tokens to unlock this, and then it 30, 40, or 20, 40, 80 or something like that. And then it was about 360 by the time you got unlocked the last one, just for the last unlock. But that's not really that big of a deal, because you can see I have 455 in an average amount of playing. And this is the portal layout.
I think I'll call.
And Claptrap is all in white, like in Portal.
Call.
And if you beat,
Jack-a-Rudy!
if you win the tournament with a full layout matching, you will get a slightly different special
Check,
ending
please.
in between each of them.
Check.
So in poker,
Check-o.
in Texas Hold'em, you just have 2 cards and it matches. So I have a pretty good hand here. This is middle pair matching, so we'll check on that one. But we probably need to go all in because I don't have much more to say. This is a pretty good. It's definitely a major and vast
Sometimes you get the
improvement.
bear. Sometimes you get the bear and realize you're stuck with a bear.
Listening to the stories, they haven't gone into one yet, but they were interesting, fun, worth doing. It's not a poker game you're gonna play 100 hours on. You're gonna play it for about, I'd say 20 hours, and you'll be okay with stopping right about then. Whereas the first poker night at the inventory, I was totally done with it and frustrated with it after about 12 hours, which is a really, really low time amount. Here we go, we'll go all in.
Who the what now?
Damn.
Great day in the morning.
And buy a lot of Bowie knives.
The player takes the pot.
And oddly enough, the first game is called Poker Night at the Inventory. The second game is Poker Night 2, and the third game
going on
is
with the toaster?
that I'm gonna cover.
His audio output is caught in a loop. It happens sometimes with low-cost sound cards.
Should I do anything?
A swift blow to the head wouldn't help. But it probably wouldn't help either.
Aw, jeez.
Movies! Hey!
So there's a third poker game made by Telltale that I'm gonna cover after this. Again, I'm gonna play it for a long while, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm not sure it's gonna be the same.
Okay,
It may be
raise.
just a straight up poker game, which will be an
I should
interesting
probably bet
challenge
the farm on these cards, which probably explains why we're not farmers.
cover.
Nice to see I'm not the only one who can get goaded into a horrible decision.
I am terrible at poker. I was amazed in my first spotlight of Poker Night at the Inventory that I actually won the tournament. That was pretty amazing.
Check.
But yeah, this is a pretty good game, and let's go all in. And
Oh, fudge nuggets.
Impressive.
Big mistake.
we'll just go in all in and
I'll fold.
wrap this up.
The player takes the pot.
I like this concept. I would like to see it expanded upon more, that more characters are sitting around talking. It's a great way to pass along dialogue.
Ah, hell.
Fuzz nuggets.
Thanks for another crappy hand, lady.
You're welcome. It's nice to be appreciated.
I think you should know that the Claptrap general purpose robot is designed to be completely immune to outrageous bluffing.
So Claptrap will say
I know
that
you
a
can't
lot
tell
of
because
times,
of my naturally enthusiastic personality, but I'm
but
actually
he'll
really
fold or
angry about these
call
cards.
after saying that.
Wendy and I could repair the Oldsmobile with that money. Fold.
It's still very repetitive.
Oh, Sam. Think of all the hamdingers we could buy with that.
Shh, I'm thinking. Wait a minute. This run of crummy cards is just one of your twisted little experiments, isn't it?
Maybe. Or maybe you're just too cowardly to turn lemons into lemonade. The player steals the blinds.
This is actually a really bad way to play poker because you get a very small amount of blinds. If you don't know how to play,
What was that?
I am attempting to ascertain what's so special about an ordinary set of poker equipment that it would oblige the owners of the inventory to assemble these so-called theme tournaments.
Maybe it was magic.
Magic, of course. And here I was wasting my time looking for fluctuations in the quantum foam. I'll just adjust my scanners to check for genies, leprechauns, and wizards.
Great day in the morning.
hell.
What now?
Not this time.
Nope.
come on, somebody call me.
Even
So
I'm
I
not
can
charming
lose.
enough to bluff my way out of this one.
They're better poker players
Apple.
by a little bit.
The player
In this
steals
series.
the blinds.
So like I was saying, don't forget demons. Those SOBs are always up to something.
Of course they are.
A little bit
Yo,
of a
Sheba,
skip in the
you
animation.
think you can get me some better cards next time?
I would, but you didn't say the magic word. So now I will be obliged to continue dealing you junk.
Call?
So if you need the tutorial, it's here. What is poker? What is Texas Hold'em? It would say what is Omaha. Little screens, and that's it. Come on. That's a terrible hand to
Great
go
day in the
on.
Ah,
morning.
hell.
I'd buy a lot of Bowie knives. Yeah, I think I'll just keep folding until something better comes along.
Just remember, it's only a game. I fold.
The player steals the blinds. The blinds are now
Okay.
600 and 1200.
So this could go on
Looks
forever,
like there's a
and
lot of
I
love in the
don't
room
have
tonight.
any more.
Manly pokery love.
So this will be our last hand. Let me go ahead and wrap up.
I raise.
As always, I end my series the same
If
way.
I'd
I
wanted
ask
someone
you
to
to
fling
like my
garbage at me all night, I
videos.
could have stayed
I
home
ask
watching
you to
C-SPAN.
subscribe to my channel. I ask you to comment if you want to, and watch every second of my
Great
videos.
day in
Because
the
all
morning.
that helps me with YouTube.
Gotta be
Gets me
bluffing,
more
right?
eyes in
go,
front of my video.
Damn, G. Look at all that cheddar.
If you want to support me, which would be greatly appreciated, you can click on my name Rydo And that gets you to my main YouTube page. On the
Looks
right
like
will
I'm
be a
all
blue
in.
button that says support this channel. You can click that and make a donation. Also on my main YouTube page, there's a playlist tab where you can see
Oh, come
every
on.
single game that I have a series for that I'm either doing or have done. So go check out some other games that I'm doing. I release new videos every Monday through Friday.
Come on.
Subscribe to my channel to know what time. If you want to follow or
Boom.
friend me on social
Headshot.
media sites, that would be great. I am on Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. You can friend me on Steam.
Nice.
You can
Rod
friend me on
Samson has a
Battle.net.
straight.
All
Mr.
the-
Williams has
those
a
links
pair
are
of
down
nines.
below.
The player has 2 pair. On the side pot, Brock
I think I
wins.
just lost.
And on the main pot, Brock wins the hand.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's Poker Night 2. It's pretty good.
Ash
It's a
has been
major
excised from this
improvement from the
experiment
first
due
one.
to insufficient funds.
Ah!
Well, apparently I could keep playing, but I'm not going to. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening.